Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how I did my 40 series in my HYTE Y60 with the EZDIY-FAB bracket and the linked up cable. I went with the linked up cable now, and I'll explain why. But right now I have it set up, factory, OEM, whatever you want to call it, stock. And I'll run a couple benchmarks, especially firm mark, and show you the temp, how fast it rises and gets above 70. I know people are going to say, well, 70C is not bad, and it's not, especially when the 30 series. But what I noticed on my card is when it hits 60 and higher, it starts dropping boost bins. And I have all the case fans set to 1,000 RPM. And I have, this is the card, it's stock, out of box. Fan curves are out of box. And run some firm mark. Already hit 60. I don't know if you guys can see that. Try enlarging it. Orange and orange. I guess you guys can see a little better over here. 61, 62. Let me try. You see a little better right here. Won't take long to hit 70. You can see how it hit 74. Now it's bounced between 25.05 and 25.20. and it would just keep on scaling down. Fans are at 72% right now. Just the GPU fans. Now it's hitting 2490. Alright, I think you guys get the idea on that. Run an actual game benchmark. Do Gears 5. In case you were wondering, this is instant FPS, average FPS, and 1% low. And then frame time at the very end. It's already in the 70s, just at the menu. So what it hit, 75, 74? Wasn't really paying attention. Alright, let me get the stuff together and I'll show you what I did. Alright, so this is the first one that I did. You can see how I bent it. I just bent it. But you want to bend it so this slot on this side, if you're looking at it from the back, this right side is flush with this mountain side. You don't want this to hang over the slot or be too far away from the slot, because this is the slot that lines up with that blank, I guess you want to call it. It's not really a slot, but that blank, that opening between the vertical slots and horizontal slots on the back of the case. And then this was the EZDIY-FAB 200mm riser cable that I used, which is, it fits, it's real tight. When you get it in there, it's going to press up against the card. and it's going to stop you from moving this over any farther. So this is one reason why I had to bend it the way I did. This is the first one that I did. It worked out for a while. I just wanted it. I ordered another one so I can do something different, and I'll show you that. Okay, now this is the current one that I'm using. You can see how tighter the bend it is now. I bent it a little too long to where it covered this slot, so I had to use washers to pull it back away from the slot. So when you bend it, like if you bend it like this, where it's like pretty much 90 degrees, both bends, just make sure you bend it right. I didn't. I messed up, but I made it work. And then I went with the linked up 150 mil riser cable. It works. You only need to use one screw with it. And you don't want to, what I did was I didn't tighten the screw up all the way. I just tightened it up so it slides in there. So then I just line it up and I snap the card in, and then I mount the card to the bracket, and then I mount the bracket in the case. And there's two different ways you can mount this in the case. On the horizontal slots, you can use this. You can use the actual like mount holes that are on the bracket. But if you bring this all the way to the back of the case, you can actually get the screws to mount inside of this, and it pulls the card tight against the back of the case. And I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this is mounting the bracket where it would be with the actual mount slots. But if you pull it back, see how much it sits it back? And then all you do, oops, you can see the holes, right? So this is where it would be mounted using the actual slot bracket, or whatever you want to call these, the little slots. And then that's where it would, if you just screw it. I just use two screws. I use one at the top and one at the bottom. That's all you need. And now when you want to put this in with the card, assemble the card on the bracket first. That's it. Just line it up. And this is how it should be. And then that one blank slot is where your card's I/O is. And you don't want to get it. I'll link the DisplayPort cable I'll use because it is a tight fit. Alright, so the idle temps are 31 right now. Just turned it back on. Fans ain't even running. So let's go ahead and run firm mark again. Case fans are still set to 1,000 RPM. Slowly climbing, hitting 65. It's bounced between 64 and 65. Fans are only 45% now. Pretty sure they're around, I don't know, 60, 70 last time. But it was up 70 degrees. What did it hit before? 74, 75? Fans are at 49% now. Alright. Let's run gears again. Oh, hit 67. 66. Fans are still 49%. Now they're 50. But again, this is out of box. This is straight from the box to your PC, and case fans all to 1,000 RPMs. Alright. Don't need this, don't need that. pretty sure it hit 70 in the menu. 63 right now. 64. Oops. And there you go. Hope that helps. Any questions, just let me know.